Derivative of natural log. Before we start to do that, we're going to just review inverses. How do you know if a function has an inverse? Well, a function has an inverse if it's 1-to-1 or passes the horizontal line test. How do you find an inverse? Well, you switch the x and y and try to solve that. What does it mean if the two functions to be inverses? Well, one, they can be reflected over the line y equals x, and their domain and range will be able to be switched. If I have the function here, y equals e to the x, then the domain I know is all real numbers, and I know that the range is y is greater than 0. And I can look at the natural log here, and I know that that domain is x is greater than 0, and that range is all real numbers. So now we're going to go ahead and derive what the derivative of natural log is. This is actually quite interesting. So I know the natural log. Start with that. I know that I could rewrite that as e to the natural log of x, and that would equal x. I'm going to take the derivative of both sides. All right? So we can have some chain rule over here. This e to the something whatever, the derivative would be e to the ln of x times the derivative of the inside, or the derivative of ln x. On this side, the derivative of x is 1. All right, so I'm going to move that e to the ln x over. And so now I have the derivative of ln x, what I was looking for, equal to 1 over e to the ln x. And we know that e to the ln x is equal to x. So the derivative for the natural log is 1 over x. I'm going to use that now to do a couple examples. So let's write it one more time here. The derivative of natural log is 1 over x. All right, example number 1. You have the 1/2 in front, and then the derivative of natural log is 1 over x. So I have 1 over 2x. Number 2 here, I can see I have some layers of chain rule. So we're going to start to deal with that. I'm going to rewrite it as the 1/2 power. It'll just make life easier. So bring the 1/2 in front, using chain rule of what's inside, to the negative 1/2. Now the derivative of the inside. The derivative of 1 is 0. The derivative of natural log, so I'm going to go 1 over what's inside, and then next, what's the derivative of the 1 over x? Well, that's just negative 1. Okay, so to pretty this up, we have this part that's coming down. I have 1 plus the natural log of 1 minus x. That's all underneath a radical. I also have the term 1 minus x down here, and I have a 2 and a negative 1 upstairs. All right, there's 2 examples for you to try. Pause the video and take a minute and work on those. There you go. There's some answers. Hope you have a great night.